Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station on this Sunday. Hope all is well whenever you're watching this. And if you're live, jump in the chat and enjoy the show. We're going to bring you another game from our series, the 1927 Yankees Murderers Row take on all comers. And today from the Bronx we have a good one. We have the Rocket Man, Roger Clemens, in the 1986 Boston Red Sox invade Yankee Stadium to take on Lazzeri, Gehrig, Ruth, and the rest of the gang. And the Yankees take on all comers. So Roger Clemens in 1986. 24 wins, 4 losses. Earned run average 2.48. Struck out 238, only walked 67. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Boston Red Sox of 1986, who lost in the World Series, as we know, to the New York Mets. And that's about all we'll say about that World Series. Sip of coffee. We have Wade Boggs leading off, playing third. Marty Barrett batting second, playing second. Jim Rice in left, batting third. Batting fourth, Bill Buckner, playing first base. Batting fifth, the right fielder Dwight Evans. Batting sixth, the designated hitter Don Baylor. Batting seventh, Tony Armas, who got injured in '86. But in this series of games, all players are eligible. And he's in center field. Batting 8th, the catcher Rich Gedman from Worcester, Massachusetts. And batting 9th, playing shortstop Spike Owens. The DH is also used in this series. For the New York Yankees of 1927, their pitcher, Hoyt. 22 wins, 7 losses, 1 save, 2.63 earned run average. And their batting lineup is as follows. Earl Combs leading off, playing center. Batting second, the shortstop Mark Kone. Batting third, the Bambino Babe Ruth. Batting fourth, the Iron Horse Lou Gehrig. Batting fifth, the left fielder Bob Buesel. Batting sixth, the second baseman Tony Lazzeri. Batting seventh, third baseman Joe Dugan. Batting 8th, doing the catching, Pat Collins. And the designated hitter for the New York Yankees of 1927, batting 9th, Ben Pasquale. So let's play ball, as they say. So Hoyt is on the mound. He'll face Wade Boggs. Boggs in 1986 batted .357. 8 home runs and 71 runs driven in. Against right-handed pitcher, he batted .359. Collins sets the target. Here's the pitch by Hoyt. Boggs strikes out. Big swing and a miss on the 2-2 pitch. So 1 down. And here comes Marty Barrett, the second baseman. Barrett in 1986 batted .286, 4 home runs, 60 runs driven in. Off right-handed pitching, .273. Handles the bat quite well. He's a 7 out of 10 bunter, and 8 out of 10 hit and run. The windup and the pitch by Waite Hoyt. And Barrett works a walk. His patient proves prudent. And in the chat we have Stephen Conrad 0244. How are you, my friend? Check out his channel. That's Stephen Conrad 0244. Wonderful card and dice channel. Very young fan. He does a great job. He plays the games very quick. So that's Stephen Conrad 0244. Hope all is well with you, Stephen. So Barrett's on first, and here comes Jim Rice. 1 out, 1 on. Rice batted .324. 20 home runs and 110 runs driven in '86. Barrett, 7 out of 10 base runner, being held on by Gehrig at first. Hoyt looks in at Collins. Here's the pitch to Rice. Rice pops that ball up to Dugan at third. He makes the catch for out number 2, and here comes Billy Buckner. Buckner batted .267, 18 home runs, 102 runs batted in. Left-handed batter. Off right-handers, he batted .290 in 86. Barrett takes his lead from first. Hoyt looks over. Here's the windup and the pitch to Bill Buckner. Buckner drives that ball to right center field, and making the catch is Combs' side retired. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. Due up for the Yankees: Combs, Koenig, and Ruth. Here comes Earl Combs. Currently has a 12-game hitting streak in this project, batting .400, 1 home run, and 7 RBIs. In actuality, in 1927, .356, 6 home runs, and 64 runs driven in. Off right-handed pitching, .363. And on the mound, the Rocket Man, Roger Clemens. Again, 24-4, 2.48 earned run average in 1986. Behind the plate, Rich Gedman, solid, very good defensive catcher. 7 out of 10 defense, 10 out of 10 arm. Boggs at third, 6 out of 10 range. Spike Owens, 7 out of 10 range at short. Marty Barrett average at second, and Bill Buckner above average, 7 out of 10 at first. Rice in left, 7 out of 10 range, 5 arm. Arm is 5 out of 10 range, 7 arm. And to White Evans, the best of the outfield lot, 9 out of 10 range, 10 out of 10 arm. So Combs digs in, left-handed batter. The Rocket gets the sign from Gedman. Here's the pitch to Combs. And Combs drags that ball to left center field. Armas on the run, reaches out and makes the catch. 1 down. Here comes a shortstop, Mark Koenig, batting .173 in this project. No home runs, 5 RBIs. In actuality, .285, 3 home runs and 62 runs driven in 1927. Another left-handed stick for the 27 Yankees. Clemens looks in at Gedman. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Koenig. And that is a single up the middle. So a 1-out single. Koenig 6 out of 10 base running ability. Be held on by Billy Buckner. And here comes the Bambino, Babe Ruth. Ruth has struggled so far in this project replay. 196, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. In actuality, in 1927, the Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT, 356, 60 round trippers, and 164 runs driven in. Off right-handed pitching, 361. A clash of titans here. Clemens versus Ruth. Who shall win? We shall see. Ruth digs in. Clemens looks to first, now in at Gedman. Here's the pitch to the Bambino. And he walks Ruth. Yankee fans like it. First and second, no outs, and here comes the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. Gehrig, 320 in the project replay. 4 home runs, 5 RBIs. In 1927, Gehrig batted .373, 47 round trippers, 175 men driven in. Red Sox hoping to turn 2 with Owen and Barrett up the middle. Gedman flashes the fingers. Clemens nods his head. Here's the pitch to Lou Gehrig. And he strikes out Gehrig. Big swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him on the 1-2 count. So there are 2 outs, 2 on, and here comes the number 5 batter, Bob Musil, batting .200 in the project. 1 home run, 1 RBI. In 1927, he batted .337, 8 home runs, and 103 runs driven. And once again, I am managing all the teams that are against the 27 Yankees. The computer manages the 27 Yankees. So Musil with 2 outs, 2 on, has an RBI opportunity here. Righty-righty matchup. And Musil batted .331 off right-handed pitching. Clemens looks in. Hits the sign. Gedman sets the target. Here's the pitch to Musil. Grounded, foul down the third base line. The count's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Musil steps back in the batter's box. He awaits the Rocket Man's offering, and here it is. And he strikes him out! Blows the fastball by him on the high cheese. Yankees strand 2. We go to the top of the second. No score. Due up for the 1986 Red Sox. Dwight Evans, Don Baylor, and Tony Armas to face Waite Hoyt. Dwight Evans batted .259 in 1986, 26 home runs, 97 runs driven in, 270 off right-handed pitching. Collins behind the plate sets the target. Here's the pitch by Hoyt. It's a pop-up. Koenig has it at short for 1 out. And here comes Don Baylor, the designated hitter for the Boston Red Sox. .238 batting average, 31 home runs, 94 runs driven in, 240 off right-handed pitching. Baylor digs in. Hoyt gets a sign from Collins. Here's the pitch to Don Baylor. That's ripped foul down the left field line. Counts no balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, base is empty. Baylor steps back in the box. The windup and the pitch by Hoyt. And he strikes out Baylor. Big swing and a miss on the moving fastball. Very good movement there by Waite Hoyt. So 2 up, 2 down, and here comes the number 7 batter, the center fielder, Tony Armas. Injured in '86. Did not play in the playoffs for the World Series. Batted .264. 11 home runs, 58 runs driven in. 253 off right-handed pitching. He does have the pop to send this ball out of the house that Ruth built. Hoyt takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Armas. Armas a slow grounder to Koenig. He charges in. Not in time. Tony Armas has an infield hit. Beats out the throw. Armas' 5 out of 10 base running ability will be held on by Lou Gehrig, and here comes the number 8 batter, Worcester, Massachusetts native Rich Gedman. The catcher in 1986, .258 batting average, 16 home runs, and 65 runs driven in, 282 off right-handed pitching for the left-handed batting catcher. Hoyt looks to Gehrig at first, now in at Collins. Nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Gedman. Gedman pops it up to Gehrig at first. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Due up for the Yankees of 1927, Lazzeri, Dugan, and Collins. If anyone gets on, Pasquale. Here comes Tony Lazzeri. Lazzeri in the project, only batting .118, 1 home run, 3 runs driven in. A far cry from his .309 average, 18 home runs and 102 runs driven in. So far, the Yankees have played 12 games in this project against the best pitchers throughout Major League Baseball history. Lazzeri, right-handed batter. Gedman pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch by the Rocket Man. Lazzeri pops it up to Buckner at first, out number 1. As we have Higher Ground Gaming in the chat, how are you? Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Remember, check out Higher Ground Gaming with Eric, Mr. Brody, and Miss Mags. As he said, you should do an all-Massachusetts team out. That would be fun. I can set it up. I might do that with my Stratomatic. That'd be good. An all-Massachusetts team throughout the years. That's a great idea. Alright, so 1 out. Here comes Joe Dugan. Yankee third baseman, batting .300. No home runs, 2 RBIs. In 1927, .269. 2 home runs, 43 runs driven in. Clemens is ready to work. Here's the pitch to Dugan. Hard ground ball to Owen. Over to Buckner. 2 down. Nice play by Spike Owen. Now bring up the number 8 batter, the catcher, Pat Collins. In the replay project, .250, no home runs, 1 RBI. Collins in 1927, .275, 7 home runs, 36 runs driven in. Off right-handed pitching, .266. Clemens looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. The big windup and the pitch to Collins. And he strikes him out! Blew the fastball by him. We go to the top of the third. Still scoreless here in the Bronx. Due up for the 1986 Red Sox. Spike Owen. Then the top of the order. Wade Boggs and Marty Barrett. Spike Owen steps to the plate. Only batted .183. 1 home run and 10 runs driven in '86 for the Boston Red Sox. Excellent glove man, though. 7 out of 10 defensive range, as you saw with the play he made. 6 out of 10 bunting ability. Hoyt gets the sign from Collins. Here's the pitch to Owen. Ground ball to Koenig, his counterpart. He throws to Gehrig. Out number 1. The fans here in the Bronx applaud the effort by their shortstop. Here comes Wade Boggs, the top of the order. Boggs 0 for 1 today. Left-handed batter. Boggs struck out his first time up. The windup and the pitch by Waite Hoyt. Boggs swings, grounds to Dugan at third for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Marty Barrett, Red Sox second baseman. He walked his first time up, but was stranded there. Barrett digs in that right-hander's batter's box. He awaits the Hoyt offering, and here it is. Barrett swings, and he singles to right, past the dive of Lou Gehrig. So Barrett's now 1 for 1 with a walk. 7 out of 10 base running ability, held on by Lou Gehrig. Here comes Jim Rice. Rice 0 for 1. Popped up to third in the first inning. Hoyt looks to Gehrig at first. Gehrig. Hoyt bluffs. Barrett goes back. Now he looks in at Collins. Here's the pitch to Rice. 2 outs, 1 on. And Rice strikes out. Swing and a miss. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the third. Still scoreless here at Yankee Stadium, the house that Ruth built. 2 up for the 27 Yankees. Pasquale, Combs, and Koenig. Pasquale batting .238, no home runs, 4 runs driven in this project replay, finally getting hot at the bat. In actuality, .317, 2 home runs, 16 runs batted in, and only 82 at-bats. They didn't switch up the Yankee lineup too much in 1927. Righty-righty matchup here for the Rocket Man. Clemens sets and delivers. That ball goes out to left. Rice is there, makes the catch, 1 down. Here comes the top of the order. Earl Combs, he's 0 for 1. He's riding a 12-game hitting streak. Fly deep to left center in the first. Left-handed batter. Gedman flashes the signs. Clemens toes the rubber, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Combs. Ground ball to Owen. He charges in. He throws the first, and they just get him. Out number 2. Nice stretch by Bill Buckner. So with 2 outs, no one on, here comes the shortstop, Mark Koenig. 1 for 1, single to center in the first. Another left-handed batter in the top of this lineup. There's a switch hitter batting lefty. Gedman pounds the mitt. The windup and the pitch by Clemens. Koenig sends that ball to Armas in right center field. He makes the catch. Side retired. We go to the top of the fourth, and this pitching duel still scoreless here at Yankee Stadium. Due up for the 1986 Red Sox, Buckner, Evans, and Baylor. Let me go to chat quickly. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says, "Go 86ers." He also says, "Al, if you don't mind me asking, do you monetize your videos? I just approved to, so I did." I've been trying to. They keep saying my cell phone number's no good, so I said the heck with it. No, you should monetize. You should monetize. If they want to put ads on it, you can make a little money on it. Nothing wrong with that. I might have to go through the steps with you because I'm obviously doing something wrong. Anyway, So here comes Billy Buckner, 0 for 1 today. Fly deep to right center in the first. Hoyt gets a sign from Collins. Here's the pitch to Billy Buck. A hard ground ball to Dugan, who throws him out at first. 1 down. Nice play by Dugan. Here comes Dewey to White Evans. He's 0 for 1, the Red Sox right fielder. Pop to short in the second. Waite Hoyt toes the rubber. Here's the pitch to Evans. Slow ground ball to Garrett, but it goes foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Evans. The windup and the pitch by Hoyt. And Evans works a walk. Gehrig holding Evans on at first. Evans 4 out of 10 base running ability. And here comes Don Baylor, the designated hitter for the Red Sox, 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up in the second inning. Baylor had 31 home runs in '86. Hoyt looks to Gehrig at first. Now in at Collins. The windup and the pitch to Baylor. And Baylor walks, so back-to-back walks by Hoyt. With 1 out, the Red Sox have 2 on. And here comes Tony Armas. 1 for 1, the Red Sox center fielder. Single infield variety in the second. Collins goes out to have a quick word with Waite Hoyt. Now back behind the plate. Squats down. Flashes the fingers. Hoyt nods his head. Here's the pitch to Tony Armas. RBI opportunity for Tony. That ball's a fly ball. Left center field. Combs makes the catch. Evans bluffs at second, but retreats back. So with 2 outs, 2 on, it'll be up to the Worcester, Massachusetts native, Rich Gedman. He's 0 for 1, the Red Sox catcher, left-handed batter. Popped to first in the second inning. Gedman digs in. He awaits the Hoyt offering, and here it is. Gedman swings. That's a deep fly ball to center. Combs at the track, makes the catch. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still scoreless here in the Bronx. The 1986 Red Sox, nothing. The 1927 Yankees, nothing. Due up for the Yankees. Ruth, Gehrig, and Musil. Babe Ruth steps to the plate. He walked his first time up in his first clash with the Rocket Man, Roger Clemens. Clemens peers in at Gedman. The big windup and the pitch to Ruth. Ruth grounds hard to Barrett for out number 1. That was a 1-hopper to Marty. He picked it and threw to Buckner. Nice play by Barrett at second. 1 down. Here comes Lou Gehrig. He's 0 for 1. The Rocket Man struck him out in the first inning. Gehrig very determined up there. Faces another determined man on the mound. Gedman flashes the fingers. Here's the pitch to the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. That ball is deep and off the right center field wall. Gehrig with a 1-out double. As he reached out and touched that fastball, and I shall be back with you in a moment. And we are back from phone delay. Alright, Gehrig with a 1-out double represents the go-ahead run at second, and at the plate, Bob Musil. Musil 0 for 1 today. He struck out against the Rocket Man. Clemens looks behind him. Barrett bluffs towards second. Now, Clemens looks in at Gedman. Here's the pitch to Musil. And he strikes him out! 95-mile-per-hour fastball, and they just rung him up on the 1-2 count. He didn't even swing. Clemens hits Gedman's target on the outside corner, so 2 outs. Gehrig's still at second. Here comes Tony Lazzeri. He's 0 for 1. He popped out in the second inning. He has an RBI opportunity here. The windup and the pitch from Roger Clemens. And Lazzeri goes down on strike. Side retired. No score after 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Here in the Bronx, due up for the 86 Red Sox. Owen in the top of the order. Boggs and Barrett. They face Waite, Hoyt. Both Clemens and Hoyt have only given up 2 hits, no runs. Here comes Spike Owens. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to short in the 3rd. He's going to attempt a bunt base hit here. He puts down the bunt, and he's going to beat it out. No, it's going to be an error, but he does reach as the throw was low. Lazzeri knocked it down, but Owens is safe, so the error is on Collins. So the Red Sox have a base runner on. Owen, pretty good base runner, 7 out of 10 base running ability. Here comes the top of the order, Wade Boggs, Mr. Chicken. Love to eat chicken. Not the chicken and beer, just the chicken. Don't think the chicken and beer thing was a different Red Sox team. So he's 0 for 2. Struck out in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. No outs. We're going to play some hit and run with Wade Boggs. The windup and the pitch by Hoyt. That ball's driven to right field, deep but foul. Ruth gave chase but ran out of room. The count is now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Wade Boggs. Gehrig holding Owens on first. Boggs is ready in the left-hander's batter's box. Collins sets the target. Here's the pitch by Hoyt. That ball is out to right center field. Combs makes the catch. Out number 1. Spike Owen retreats back to first base. Here comes Marty Barrett, 1 for 1. He walked in the 1st and singled in the 3rd. Excellent hit and run, Marty Barrett, 8 out of 10. Again, we're going to attempt to hit and run here. The windup and the pitch to Barrett. Hard ground ball, foul down the left field line. It counts 1 ball, 1 strike. Owen at first, held on by Gehrig. Barrett at the plate. Collins flashes the fingers. Hoyt nods his head. Here's the pitch to Marty Barrett. And that's a single to left center field, and we shall hold. I think we're going to hold Spike Owen. He has a 48% chance of being safe, and we're going to hold him. Because here comes Jim Rice, and we're hoping that Jim Rice breaks off to the other side now. Rice is 0 for 2, and if you're a Red Sox fan, you're saying he's due. Popped out in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. 1 out, 2 on, no score, top of the 5th. Waite Hoyt up to 72 pitches, he's good for 150. The windup and the pitch by Hoyt. Rice walks, another walk by Waite Hoyt. And now the bases are loaded, 1 away, and here comes Billy Buck. Chance to give the Red Sox a lead and possibly break this game open with an extra base hit. Very good base runners at 2nd and 3rd. Rice not so much at 1st. Buckner 0 for 2 today. Fly deep to right center in the 1st. Grounded out in the 4th. Left-handed batter. And again, Billy Buck batted .290 off right-handed pitcher. Collins went out to have a quick word with Hoyt's back behind the plate. The Yankees want to turn 2 up the middle with Koenig and Lazzeri. Hoyt toes the rubber. Here's the pitch to Buckner. That ball is hit to center field. Combs makes the catch. Tagging up at 3rd with a 95% chance of scoring is Spike Owen. And he scores 1-0 Boston. So Bill Buckner does his job. He hits a deep fly ball to center. And the 86 Sox are on the board. So with 2 outs now, 2 on. A 1-0 lead for Boston. Here comes Dwight Evans. He's 0 for 1. Dewey popped out in the 2nd and walked in the 4th. Barrett's at 2nd. Rice at 1st. Evans at the plate. Collins sets the target. Here's the pitch by Hoyt. And Evans sends that ball deep and off the left center field wall. 1 run scores. They're waving Rice around. Evans will hold at second. There's a throw on the relay, and Rice is gunned out at the plate. Koenig on the relay throw. Nails Rice as Collins applies the tag. Inning over, but the Red Sox put another run up on the board. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Boston of 1986 over the 27 Yankees. So they waved Rice around as he was off and running with 2 outs, but an excellent relay throw nails him at the plate. 2 up for the Yankees, Dugan, Collins, and Pasquale. As Higher Ground Gaming in the chat says, Buckner making amends with an RBI. This is correct. Stephen Conrad says Buckner's errors count 0. Let's keep it at that. So here comes Joe Dugan, the Yankee third baseman. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded to short in the 2nd inning. Clemens now has a 2-run lead to work with here in the bottom of the 5th. The windup and the pitch by the Rocket Man. That's a deep fly ball to Armas in center. He makes the catch in front of the wall. 1 down. Here comes the catcher, Pat Collins. Collins is 0 for 1. He struck out in the 2nd. Clemens peers in at Gedman. A determined look on his face. Here's the pitch to Collins. It's a pop up to Owen at short. Out number 2. Now here comes the Yankee designated hitter, Ben Pasquale. Pasquale, 0 for 1 today. He flied deep to left in the 3rd. Gedman flashes the fingers. Clemens nods his head. Here's the pitch to Pasquale. And he strikes him outside, retired. Blew the fastball by him. We go to the top of the 6th. 1986 Red Sox 2, the 27 Yankees nothing. Due up for Boston. Don Baylor, Tony Armas, and Rich Gedman. Baylor's 0 for 1, the designated hitter. Struck out in the 2nd, walked in the 4th. The windup and the pitch by Waite Hoyt. Hard ground ball, foul down the left field line. The count on Baylor, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Collins sets the target. Hoyt delivers. Baylor flies out to Ruth and right. For out number 1 here in the top of the 6th, here comes Tony Armas. Armas 1 for 2. Played some stellar defense out in center. Singled in the 2nd, infield variety, and flied to left center in the 4th. Here's the pitch to Tony. That ball goes to right center field. Combs races and tracks it down. 2 up, 2 down, and here comes the catcher, Rich Gedman for Boston. He's 0 for 2. Left-handed batter. He digs in. Pop to first in the 2nd, fly to center in the 4th. Hoyt gets the side. Here's the pitch to Gedman. Ground ball in the left. He goes the other way. 1 for 3, Rich Gedman. Not a threat to run. 2 out of 10 base running ability. Lou Gehrig holding him on. Here comes Spike Owen. Owen scored on the Buckner sacrifice fly. He's 0 for 2. Grounded to short in the 3rd. And then reached on an attempted bunt base hit on the error on Collins. 2 outs, Gedman will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Spike Owen. And that ball goes to right field, and Gedman goes first to 3rd. Runners on the corners with 2 outs in the top of the order. Wade Boggs 0 for 3. Boggs with a chance to increase the Red Sox lead here. Struck out in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd, and flew out in the 5th. Again, Collins goes out to have a word with Hoyt on the mound. Met there by Gehrig and Lazzari. Meeting adjourned, players back to their positions. Hoyt looks to first, looks to 3rd, now in at Collins. Here's the pitch to Boggs. And Boggs singles, and another run scores, and Spike Owen goes first to 3rd on the single to left center. It's now 3-0 Boston. RBI 2-out single for Wade Boggs, and here comes Marty Barrett. Red Sox second baseman 2 for 2. Walked in the 1st and singled in the 3rd and 5th. He has a chance to increase the Red Sox lead. 2 outs, 2 on. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch to Barrett. Grounded to Dugan, who throws to Gehrig. Side retired, but the Red Sox tack on another run. And we go to the bottom of the 6th, 3-0 Boston. Due up for the 1927 Yankees, top of the order, Combs, Koenig, and Ruth. If anyone gets on, Gehrig. Roger Clemens up to 74 pitches, good for 125. Combs, again, still riding that 12-game hitting streak, is 0 for 2. Fly deep to left center in the first, grounded to short in the third, left-handed batter. The windup and the pitch by Clemens. Grounder to Owens, he charges, he throws, and this time, Combs beats it out. He now has a 13-game hitting streak with the infield hit. Owens put a good bid on it, but Combs hustling all the way, got those extra steps batting from the left side. Buckner will hold him on. Combs 7 out of 10 base running building. Here comes the shortstop, Mark Koenig. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the first, flew out in the third. 10 out of 10 bunter, 10 out of 10 hit and run. Red Sox pinch the middle with Owens and Barrett. Be tough to turn 2 with the speed on this. That's at the plate and on the base paths. Gedman flashes the signs. Clemens nods his head. Here's the pitch to Koenig. Ground ball to Boggs. His only plays to first, and they get him. So 1 out. Combs advances to second. Here comes Babe Ruth, the Bambino, the Sultan of Swamp, 0 for 1. Walked in the first, and then grounded out in the fourth. Chance to put the Yankees on the board here. Combs in scoring position at second. The windup and the pitch by Clemens. That ball goes deep, and my God, is that gone? The Bambino crushed that ball to dead left. It's now 3-2 Red Sox. He brings the Yankees to within 1 on that blast to left field. Clemens didn't put that fastball by him. So with 1 out, here comes Lou Gehrig. Chance to tie the game up with 1 swing in the bat. Gehrig had 47 round trippers in 1927. He's 1 for 2 today. Struck out in the first and doubled in the fourth. He was stranded on second, though. Clemens throws the rosin bag down to the mound. Very angry with himself. He gets a sign from Gedman. Here's the pitch to Gehrig. And Gehrig sends that ball deep to right, and it's off the right field wall. That's going to be another double for Lou Gehrig. He just came away, inches away from tying this ball game up. He represents a tying run at second. Here comes Bob Musil. Excuse me. Musil's 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. Clemens looks back at Gehrig. Now in at Gedman. Here's the pitch to Musil. That ball goes out to Tony Armas in right center field. Tagging up on the play is Gehrig. He goes to third. Excellent base running by Lou Gehrig. So with 2 outs, tying run 90 feet away for the 1927 Yankees. And here comes Tony Lazzeri. Lazzeri is 0 for 2 and is struggling in this project replay. He has popped out and struck out. Lazzeri did drive in 102 runs to go along with 18 home runs in 1927. Chance to tie here for Tony. The windup and the pitch by the Rocket Man. Fly ball, no, it's gone! That ball just kept carrying up and away like a beautiful balloon. If you're a Yankee fan, the Yankees take the lead on the 2-run blast by Tony Lazzeri as Rice just looked and watched. Wow! So they have gotten to Clemens here in the bottom of the 6th in a big way, scoring 4 times on 2 2-run blasts. 1 by Ruth, 1 by Lazzeri, 4-3 Yankees. Here comes Joe Dugan. Clemens looking to get that final out in this inning, keep it a 1-run deficit. Dugan's 0 for 2, the Yankee third baseman. Grounded out to short, fly deep to center in the 5th. Here's the pitch to Dugan. A hard shot to Buckner. He catches it. The side finally retired, but the Yankees put 4 on the board on 2 2-run blasts, 1 by Ruth, 1 by Lazzeri, and now lead the 86 Red Sox 4-3. We go to the top of the 7th. Due up For the Red Sox, Rice, Buckner, and Evans. Rice 0 for 2. Popped out in the first, struck out in the third, walked in the fifth. Rice had 20 home runs in 1986. Waite Hoyt is up to 103 pitches, good for 150. He gets the sign from Clemens. Here's the pitch to Rice. And Rice works his second walk of the game. He represents the tying run at first, 3 out of 10 base running ability. And Lou Gehrig will be holding him on. Here comes Billy Buckner. Buckner's 0 for 2. He does have a sacrifice fly, knocking in the Red Sox first run, though. Buckner, an excellent hit and run man, 10 out of 10. We're going to play hit and run with Rice at first. Here's the pitch by Hoyt. Buckner swings at the grounder, back to the pitcher. His only plays to Gehrig. Out number 1, but Rice is in scoring position. Rice was gunned out at the plate by Koenig on an excellent relay throw. In the top of the fifth. So 1 out. Here comes Dwight Evans. Chance to tie the ball game up. Yankees lead 4-3. Evans 1 for 2. Popped out in the second, walked in the fourth, and doubled, knocking in Barrett in the fifth. That's when Rice was thrown out at the plate. Hoyt gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Evans. That ball goes deep to left field in the corner. Musa makes the catch. Rice has a 70% chance of making on the tag up. We're sending him. There's a throw to third, and Rice is gunned out. Oh, what a throw by Musa. Rice is gunned out with a 70% chance of being safe. Side retired on the double play the hard way. Fly out, throw out. So Rice has been thrown out twice now. We go to the bottom of the seventh. The Yankees lead 4-3. Due up for the 27 Yankees. Collins, Pasquale, and Combs. As Stephen Conrad says, 5th free pass by Hoyt. I do believe you are correct, my friend. Let's just check that out. Hoyt in 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 5 walks. You are correct, Stephen. And 3 Ks. Clemens, 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 home runs, 1 walk, struck out 6. So here comes Pat Collins to face the Rocket Man, Clemens. 94 pitches, good for 125. Here's the pitch to Pat Collins. And he strikes him out. Strikeout number 7. Got him on the 0-2 count. Got him looking. Never pulled the trigger on the fastball. So 1 down. And here comes Ben Pasquale, the Yankee designated hitter. He's 0 for 2. He is flown out in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. Base is empty. 1 away. The windup and the pitch by Clemens. Pop up to Buckner at first. He makes the play. 2 down. Top of the order now, Earl Combs. Yankee center fielder, 1-4-3. Flew out in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd, and had an infield single in the 6th to extend his hitting streak to 13 games. Clemens up to 100 pitches now. Combs digs in. Here's the pitch to Earl Combs. And Combs works a walk on the 3-1 count. He doesn't chase. High fastball, he let it go. So with 2 outs, runner at first, here comes the shortstop, Mark Koenig. 1 for 3. Singled in the 1st, flew out in the 3rd, grounded out in the 6th. Buckner holding Combs on at first, 7 out of 10 base running ability. Clemens looks to first, now in at Gedman behind the plate. Here is the pitch to Koenig. Fly ball to Tony Armas in right center field. He makes the running catch, side retired. We go to the top of the 8th. The 1927 Yankees 4, the 1986 Red Sox 3. It's been quite a thriller here in the Bronx. And ID Gestures in the chat. How are you doing, my friend? Remember to check out his channel, ID Gesture, another wonderful channel. So here comes Don Baylor, the Red Sox designated hitter, 0 for 2. Struck out in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, and flied to right in the 6th. Hoyt gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Baylor. And Baylor goes down on strikes. Slider got him looking, so 1 down. Here comes Tony Armas, 1 for 3. His hit in the 2nd inning, infield single. Then he flied to left and flied to right. Armas does have the power to tie this game up with one swing of the bat. Here's the pitch to Tony. And it's a line drive right back at Hoyt, and in self-defense he makes the catch for out number 2. As that ball was saying, how do you do? Here comes Rich Gedman, the Red Sox catcher, 1 for 3. Popped out in the 2nd. Flew out in the 4th and singled in the 6th. Looking to extend the inning here. Left-handed batter. Collins sets the target. Here's the pitch to Gedman. That ball goes deep to the left field corner. Musil's there. He makes the running catch. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The 1927 Yankees 4. The 86 Red Sox 3. 2 up for the Yankees. Ruth, Garrick, and Musil. Ruth, his last time up, hit a 2-run blast off Clemens. He's 1 for 2. Clemens still looks strong. 107 pitches. Good for 125. Here's the pitch to the Bambino, and he strikes him out. Ruth was not happy with that called strike 3. Sort of points towards the plate, says something to the umpire, stares at him as he walks back to the dugout. So 1 down. Here comes Lou Gehrig, 2 for 3. Gehrig has come within inches of having a 2-home-run day. Instead, he has a 2-double day. Gedman sets the target. Here's the pitch by Clemens. Gehrig swings and sends that ball deep but foul down the right field line. The count on the Iron Horse is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Clemens takes a deep breath. The windup and the pitch. And Gehrig goes down on strikes. Big swing and a miss on the fastball. Clemens took a little something off that fastball. Only 93 miles per hour, but had excellent movement as it dipped away from Gehrig. So 2 outs, no one on. Yankees leading by 1. And here comes the left fielder, Bob Musil. 0 for 2. He has struggled in this replay project. 192, 1 homer, and 1 RBI. He struck out twice in his first 2 at-bats, and then flew deep to right center in the 6th. Which they gave that a sacrifice because Gehrig tagged up, thus the 0 for 2. Clemens nods his head. Here's the pitch to Musil. Lines out to Billy Buck. Side retired. We go to the top of the 9th. The Yankees of 1927 cling to a 1-run lead. Waite Hoyt looking to go the distance and pick up the win. 2 up for the 86 Red Sox in this last gasp attempt to tie the game or win it, or to go ahead. Owen, then the top of the order, Boggs and Barrett. If anyone gets on, Jim Rice. Owen 1 for 3 today. Grounded to short, reached on an error by the catcher in the 5th, and singled in the 6th. And let's see who we have on the bench here. We're going to go to a very young Mike Greenwell, who had 35 at-bats in 1986. He will pinch hit. The left-handed Mike Greenwell, the Gator, will come in to pinch hit for Spike Owen. Greenwell, as I stated, in 86, 314, only 35 at-bats. He actually was on the World Series roster. I believe he had 3 at-bats. He flew out 3 times in a pitch-hitting mode. No home runs, 4 RBIs, and he scored 4 runs. Off right-handed pitching, 313. And the new catcher for the 27 Yankees, defensive replacement, Benny Benoff, 8 out of 10 catching ability, but his arm's 4 out of 10. Everything else is the same for New York. Waite Hoyt still on the mound, 121 pitches, good for 150. So Greenwell steps in, the pinch hitter, left-handed batter. He awaits the Hoyt offering, and here it is. Greenwell swings, and he singles to left center field. Tying run at first, Mike Greenwell. 4 out of 10 base running ability. And Steve Lyons will come in to run, as he is a 7 out of 10 base runner. So Steve Lyons will come in to pinch run. So Mike Greenwell does his job. He produces the pinch hit single. And Lyons now represents a tying run at first. He's held on by Lou Gehrig. And here comes Wade Boggs. Boggs 1 for 4. Struck out in the first, ground out in the third, flew out in the fifth, and singled, knocking in Rich Gedman in the sixth. Benhoff flashes the signs. Hoyt's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Boggs. Ground ball to Gehrig, to Koenig, back to Gehrig, double play! What a play by the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. If you're scoring at home, 3 to 6 to 3. Wow. So with one swing of the bat, the Yankees get 2 outs and are 1 out away from victory here in the Bronx over the 86 Red Sox, and it comes down to Marty Barrett, who made the last out in the 86 World Series. Barrett's 2 for 3. As Eric from Higher Ground Gaming was calling for the hit and run, I thought about it, but I didn't do it. I should have done it. I know ID Jester, who hates the Red Sox, is a happy camper. And Steven says Barrett will walk. So Barrett 2 for 3. Represents the last hope here. Top of the ninth, 2 outs. 86 Sox trailing by 1. He walked in the first, singled in the third, singled in the fifth, and grounded the third in the sixth. Benhoff flashes the sign, sets the target, the windup, and the pitch by Hoyt. Barrett swings, it's a dribble to Koenig, the throw to first! It's in time! Unbelievable! Barrett jumping up and down and screaming, but they're not changing it. That's out number 3. What a play by Koenig. The ball game is over. The Yankees win 4 to 3 in a thriller here in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium, the house that Ruth built. So let's go to the box score. What a ball game this was. I hope everyone enjoyed it, because baseball on my channel and other channels, which I'm going to name later, lives on all year long. All right, let's go to the box score now. And we're going to the box score. Bear with me a moment. Another window in OBS. Box score will be up in a second. Let's go to the pitching first. And what a game. What a game. Both pitchers go the distance. Clemens goes 8 innings. Gives up 6 hits. 4 runs, all earned. Gave up 2 home runs. A 2-run blast by Ruth. A 2-run blast by Lazeri. Walked 2, struck out 9 through 117 pitches. He takes the loss. It was that 1 inning for Roger, the Rocket Man Clemens. The bottom of the 6th, the Yankees put up 4, and they win 4 to 3. Waite Hoyt goes 9 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, only 1 was earned. Walked 5, struck out 4. He gets the win. He's now 3-1 in this project replay. Let's go to the batting. Wade Boggs 1 for 5 with an RBI and a strikeout. Marty Barrett 2 for 4, a run scored and a walk. Jim Rice 0 for 2, 2 walks and a K. Bill Buckner 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Dwight Evans 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk and a double. Don Baylor, tough day for Don. 0 for 3, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Tony Armas 1 for 4, and he played very good defense in center. Rich Gedman 1 for 4 with a run scored. Spike Owens 1 for 3 with a run scored. Mike Greenwell, the pinch hitter, the youngster, 1 for 1, had a clutch pitch hit single in the top of the 9th. Lions came in to run, was erased on the double play ball by Boggs. The Red Sox in defeat, 32 at-bats, 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 RBIs, 5 walks, 4 Ks, 1 double, left 15 runners on, team batting average .250. And now for the 1927 Yankees, who are victorious and move their record to 6-7. Remember, they face an absolutely fabulous pitcher each time out in this project. The best pitchers of all times. Best years that they had. So they're always facing a top-notch pitcher. So if you're looking at that 6 and 7 going, ha ha, 27 Yankees, they're facing the best. Earl Combs, 1 for 3, a run scored and a walk. Marcone, 1 for 4. Ruth, 1 for 3 with a run scored. He had the 2-run homer, 2 RBIs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 home run. Gehrig, 2 for 4. 1 run scored, 2 strikeouts, 2 doubles. Lou Gehrig came inches away from having a 2 home run day instead of 2 double day. Musial 0 for 3, struck out twice. Lazzeri comes up with that big 2-run blast, the game-winning hit. 1 for 3, a run scored, 2 RBIs, a K, and a home run. Dugan 0 for 3. Collins 0 for 3, struck out twice. Benoff came in to catch defensively, no at-bats. And Pasquale, the DH, struggles continue. He was 0 for 3 with a K. In victory, the 27 Yankees had 29 at-bats, 4 runs, 6 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 walks. They struck out 9 times. Clemens got him 9 times. 2 doubles, no triples, 2 home runs, left 8 runners on. Team batting average 235. Let's go to the recap. Red Sox got on the board first in the 5th, scored 2 runs on 2 hits, a walk and an error. Bill Buckner hit a sacrifice fly, scoring a run. Made it 1-0. Dwight Evans doubled, scoring Barrett, made it 2-0. In the 6th, the Red Sox tack on another run. And in that inning where Evans doubled, Rice was thrown out at the plate on an excellent relay throw by Koenig from short. In the 6th, the Red Sox put another run on the board on 3 hits. Wade Boggs singled, scoring Gedman. Boston had a commanding 3-0 lead, and with the Rocket Man Roger Clemens cruising along, things looked really good. But then came the bottom of the 6th, and the floodgates opened. The Yankees sent 7 batters to the plate against the Rocket Man, scoring 4 runs on 4 hits. 2 2-run homers, the first by Babe Ruth, the second by Tony Lazzeri, and lo and behold, the Yankees were up 4-3 and victory. Lou Gehrig went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Waite Hoyt gets the win. Roger Clemens the loss. This is Al, Red Sox fans, saying thank you very much to the people who were live in the chat. That's Higher Ground Gaming with Eric. Check out his channel. ID Gesture. Check out his channel. Stephen Conrad 0244. Thank you, my friend. Check out his channel. And I believe that is all of them. And if you're watching at a later date or watched and did not join the chat, feel free to join in the chat. Also, check out the rest of the community. We're talking about, once again, Higher Ground Gaming, ID Gesture, Espo Strat Baseball, Tabletop Baseball, Baseball Demos, What's Blazing in Sports, Mosley Boxing, Broke Black Man 94, Phil the Issues Guy, Dirty Issues Gaming, Ron Juckett, Retro Sports Network, and I'm forgetting somebody, and that annoys me. So hold on 1 second, because I hate to forget people. And also check out the people on their pages. You're going to find a lot of wonderful content that you might not think you enjoy, but you just might. They're all nice, wonderful channels. So let me just go here and make sure I got everybody. Stratomatic Delaware. See, how can I forget my buddy Stratomatic Delaware? I knew I forgot somebody. Stratomatic Delaware with Chris, another wonderful channel. All great channels, all part of the community. Check them all out. As ID Jester is tweaking me, he's tweaking me. He says, see ya, Al. Another great Yankees win. 4 exclamation points. That's okay. All right. So once again, till next time, and I'll be back on probably with a couple more recordings. Health, happiness, and God bless. Thank you for watching.